You're 35. You have multiple failed relationships, multiple failed long-term relationships. You clearly have fucked up somewhere because you haven't done your assessment and gotten right so that you can get what you want. And you got the passport bro bull. You got all the Instagram bull. You got the, you're going to be dying along with a cat bull. You don't have the 30 G's to freeze your eggs. Like all
you a 4 or a 10.
Yeah, like all this, you're not a 7. So I'm just saying, like,
at best,
based on what you, as a man, how do you assess what her response is?
You have to at some point start to say, how am I going to compete?
What does a woman do at this age? 35, 40 plus. What does a woman do? In some cases, I mean, she's done it all.
But I had fun.
And some would say done by all, or a lot, a decent amount. But what does a woman do at this age in comparison to a younger, fitter, hotter model of woman? She's hit the wall, but that's what men would say. But what do some women feel about themselves?
I thought I had more time.
I turned 40. My face started to change. My eyeballs started to sink in. You know, when you age from here, like around your nose, your skull starts to cave in. It would have been nice to get a heads up on that because when you start seeing those changes, it was actually kind of hard. The reality hits because you think when you're younger, you think like, oh, that's never going to be me. Why are these women doing all this stuff like Botox, gross? And you get to that age and you're like, do I want to do Botox?
Let me stop her there. Interesting and good point, isn't it? I mean, look, as men, a lot of men would say, oh, why do women do so much to their bodies and their face? The special effects, the makeup, the surgeries, injections, all this stuff.
Be pretty. Be quiet. Be fun.
And she ends up looking like some... She doesn't look good, basically. But from a lot of women's perspective, their own perspective, this is what they're dealing with.
When you're younger, you think like, oh, that's never gonna be me.
Their own reality, their own internal reality. What they can see fading, disappearing, the looks, the luster. Not saying they don't still look good. That's not my point. I'm not even saying that. Because there are many 40-year-old women that say, yeah, you get my point. But it's when they can see in themselves that something isn't quite as it used to be. It's like, okay. My point is, how many women feel as if they've missed out on opportunities? They can still get men. Come on. The same quality and abundance.
You understand it a little more. Do I want to get a facelift? When you're younger, like never. That's gross.
Time. It's always time.
I went on another date tonight, and I think that some of you would be happy to know that this one was a little older, and he was 33. So hey.
I'm a single woman in her 40s. Have I downloaded every dating app? Yes. Have I deleted every dating app? Yes. Have I downloaded every dating app again? Yes. Have I deleted every dating app again? Also yes.
Well, to be honest, living to this age, you'd have done a lot of things over and over again, over and over again. Bruh. Including dating, first encounters. Like, as a man, for flip's sake, the talking stages over and over again, it's effing boring.
Yes.
I'm a single woman in her 40s. Hang out with me tonight? No,
if you're
I'm
lucky.
going to need 5 to 7 business days notice. Actually, this is the end of December, so let's shoot for February 15th. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Go looking for love? No, I'm going to need Mr. Right to teleport into my living room. Thanks. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Do I want you in my life? Maybe. Do I need you in my life? Absolutely not. I'm a single woman in her 40s. Stay over tonight? I'm gonna need you to actually call yourself a lift and lift yourself right on out of my house so I can get a good night's sleep. I'm a single woman in her 40s. I'm going to need to see this signed permission slip from your therapist before you approach me romantically.
Okay, lovely woman walking around her big, nice house.
Yes.
Lovely. You know, she can spend on you. Yeah, she's got that money. Yeah, spend on me.
Drizzle.
Yeah, buy me a new car. But seriously. I mean, seriously. The splits. What do I mean? The crop of women who reach 40, they've been through a lot. They may feel like they could have done more in failed relationships or whatever, but they're content.
Yes.
They're content. A lot of 40 plus, independent, single modern women who are content. Indeed, but not all.
Love me.
Pick
me.
Some women can handle it. Some, it's stressful.
I'm a single woman in her 40s. If a man wants to, he will. No, actually, if a man won't, I'll find someone who will.
It's a damn lie.
But I mean, do you have the time to? Do you have the time to?
Yes.
Nope.
I'm going to mute it. because I'm not sure about that track, but okay.
When you're younger, you think like, oh, that's never gonna be me.
I recently turned 50 years old, but I am still a single woman. Men don't ask me out on dates. Do I look bad? Wow.
Damn.
Wow. This is my point, how some women handle it. Some women internalize it well and they're like, okay, I've had my run. There's still men out there, but whatever. But some women feel as if they've fallen off. They're not that hot young thing they used to be anymore. Men do not pay them attention.
Why?
Now, here's my point. Women can say all day long, dissenter men. Don't worry about male validation. Focus on yourself. And indeed, as a lot of women should. But let's be honest, the reason this is impactful for a lot of women is because they know what it's like to have it.
Yes, I played Eve back in my day.
They know what it's like to have men drooling over themselves, tripping over their own
Johnson
genitalia trying to get to them. They know what it's like. And then to see a complete opposite, like,
What do you mean you don't like me?
I'm trip over my knob for. That's dangerous. But to see a hot young 26-year-old, you see them tripping over their knob for her. Yes! They'll be like, yo, look, I'm going to contradict myself. But you get the point. Every story isn't the same, is it? It's okay. It's okay. There are plenty of men out there. I'm sure you can rustle up a man.
Attractively.
And to mute again, here we have a woman in her bed, contorting and twisting herself up in pain, I guess. She's in pain. I went on the Tinder date and he told me that I looked old. Oh my God, wow. That's a minute effing cruel, damn. I'm too scared to go on dates anymore. 42 is the end for me. Really? Really? There is no life after 42 for me. Wow. Wow. Suffering in her bed, feeling the pain, twisting and contorting out of pain, Someone in the comments said, looks like she's doing something else, and I agreed. I'm like, it looks like she's doing something else, but we're grown. We're not going to do that because I'll get in trouble for that. But the pain, she feels as if there's no life after 42. That's why she's crying, because men don't see her the same anymore. Again, I'm 40 years old, but I'm single. Men don't want to get to know me because of my age. Wow. Am I no longer an attractive woman? Damn. And this is my point. Some women do feel as if they've failed because they may have had some long-term relationships or they may not. They may have just had a lot of fun, a lot of bodies. And by the time they hit 40, for some women, they feel as if it's the end. They can still do, but do they have the energy, the will to? Some women get burnt out on love or burnt out on, other things. Some would say other, men. But whatever, they get burnt out and some just give up, feel as if they're no longer attractive.
And to be honest, all I'm seeing, fellas, are reasons to dislike you.
Now, you turned 40 recently.
I did.
Have you figured life all out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no, not really. I'm only halfway. But yeah, I turned 40 last year. I bought a house. Also went through a really big breakup, which was super exciting. Yeah.
So does that mean you're back on the dating scene?
I am.
How's it going?
It's interesting out there. Yeah, it is. It's been a long time since I online dated.
Okay,
I haven't been
on.
Last time was like 2015 OG Tinder. It's so easy. Just had to upload a few photos of yourself, like me fun, me active, me normal, tricked you. And then you'd have a little cute bio of yourself. And my bio used to be, doesn't chase waterfalls, sticks to the rivers and the lakes that she's used to.
Oh, very good.
R&B song from early 2000s. You're all about it.
That's true. But now it's completely changed. Like you have to upload so much information about yourself. It's like star signs. Are you into kids? Do you want kids? Like your university education. People put up their values, which looks like just a list of demands, to be honest. Yeah. And to be honest, all I'm seeing.
I'm 40 and I'm single. I'm 48 years old and I'm single.
Get it?
When someone mentions that they're single, the immediate assumption is that there's something wrong with that person. Society tends to normalize relationships, even when they're toxic. So I see being single as powerful. It's a sign of strength, stability, and passion, showing that I don't rely on anybody else for my happiness. I am perfectly capable of fulfilling it on my own.
Now, here's what I mean by a difference. Again, compared to the past 3 women I've just shown, this woman seems very put together, collect. She's like, I don't really care. She seems as if she's reached a certain, amount of success in life and she's comfortable where she is. She may have kids. Who knows? But she's just comfortable where she is. But this isn't all women. Now, some would say societal pressures and family pressures and obviously, certain things that make women feel as if they've failed and not reached their potential in terms of finding a partner. And some, having kids and finding a husband and whatever. But the reality is some women lie to themselves. They hear information from other women who are content and successful. And instead of trying to find that themselves, they just imitate it. When reality is they're not as happy as certain women. Maybe women like this.
Fulfilling it on my own. This positive mindset empowers me so that when I do meet someone, they're an addition to my happiness and not the sole source of it. This is the secret to finding contentment in solitude.
Look at that. Collecting wood. She's still getting that wood, collecting wood logs to burn in her fire. She's still okay.
As well as in a loving relationship. Remember, a strong woman doesn't need you, she wants you. And there's a difference.
But how many strong women are single now and want a man? Doesn't make her weak to want a man. No. As men, we know we're amazing.
So I thought I'd use this platform as a way to make connections with people. I'm a single parent and I don't get out that often. So the kids take up much of my time. And just want to reach out to people.
And common amongst women this age, kids, maybe a few divorces, long-term relationships. So after that, a lot of women would feel as if they failed. Thus, you will see a lot of women this age reaching out for connections, companionships.
Just want to reach out to people.
Being a successful single woman in her 40s means different things to different women. Could mean she's found success, career, happiness. For others, it's a husband, family.
Need you, she wants you.
Have a nice day.
When you're younger, you think like, oh, that's never going to be me.